That's some
good stuff.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mitch from Good Stuff Gaming, and welcome to my tutorials series for the WarZ. This tutorial series will be all about how to do well in the WarZ and how to get the most out of your experience in WarZ. So, first episode is going to be covering the menus and the highly controversial marketplace in-game shop. So let's get started. Here we have your survivor character selection screen. This is what's going to pop up when you first log into the game. Obviously you're not going to have a character here. This is my current character that I have been playing with. As you can tell, we have all of my stats on the right side here, as well as 4 other characters that I can create, but that will all be in episode 2, which will be how to get a nice start to a game, or to a character's life. But anyways, you got your character delete button, self-explanatory, but over here down on the bottom right is your inventory screen, your inventory button, and that'll pull up your inventory. Obviously your inventory will not have these exact items. If you first create a character, you're going to start out with, I believe, a flashlight, a can of soda, and a granola bar, and bandages. So you're not going to have all this stuff, but you can find this, and I will help you be able to find stuff like this in my future episodes. As I've been playing this game for about 2 months, so I think I know my stuff. So that's pretty much it for your character selection. Next we've got our community. Here in the community part of the menu, you've got clans. All of these clans, I'm not in a clan at the moment, but you can create a clan for, I believe, about 50 GC, which is the purchased money, which I don't think is a big deal. But yeah, leaderboards, friends, and news have not all been implemented yet. So yeah, essentially this is your whole community menu at the moment. Next we've got options. So in the general options here, you can change all of your video settings, your graphics settings, all of your sound settings to fit your computer's needs. I have to set mine on low just because my computer's not the greatest. Next we've got controls. This is where you can map all of your different controls. I believe you can change it to whatever key you want as long as it doesn't conflict with another key. You've got your all these, like invert y-axis, mouse wheel, sensitivity. You can also change between toggle and press for aiming and crouching. I actually don't know what acceleration does. That might be for like running. I'm not sure. I've never used it. And then you've got 6 languages to choose from. If you do not speak English, you've got French, German, Italian, Spanish, and Russian. Next, the highly controversial marketplace. Now, I don't see why this is highly controversial, because literally all of these transactions are like 50 cents or something like that, and they don't help you all that much. So essentially this is all rare ammo except for the 22 caliber, but that gun is pretty common, so that's the only like common magazine for a gun. But something like the Stanag mag and the BMG and the arrows for the crossbow, these are all rare items that they just felt it would be easier if you could buy it because what's the point in getting a crossbow if you can't shoot it? So none of the stuff in the store gives you an unfair advantage. As you can tell, there's melee weapons, but these two right here, the knife and the hammer, those are not for GC. Those are for in-game credits that you can get off of killing zombies. So these are the two best melee weapons, and they aren't even like for real money purchase, which I think is a great idea. Next we've got these just basic like bats, flashlight, super cheap, not really the greatest weapons, but yeah, not a big deal. And then you've got chem lights, which are worth crap, so there's that. Now here we've got all of the different hats, and I believe you can get backpacks on here, right? Yeah. So the essentially this stuff does not add anything to your player's performance other than these backpacks. None of the hats add anything other than night vision, but that's not even for the GC, so not a big deal there. Neither is the gas mask, which will also become a pretty much an essential tool, I think, in a later update. I think they're gonna add like poison gas or something. I can't remember for sure, but gas masks will definitely be needed in a future update. Next here we've got food and drink. Now here we've got energy drinks, soda, juice, coconut water is actually really good. Like, see, like can of pasta, soup, juice, this is all for in-game currency that you don't even need to purchase GC to get good stuff, because juice is actually really good. Next we got medical stuff, like all the essentials, painkillers, antibiotics, bandages, CO1 vaccine. That's all in-game currency. That's stuff that you don't necessarily need to purchase on your own. And then here we've got, didn't know they had a Riot Shield. So they've got rangefinder, barbed wire, wood shield, barricades. This stuff is not essential as, to your gameplay unless you have a clan and you want to just hold down a place. But even then, when you get off the server, you're not going to be able to like come back to it and stuff. So better to, like, most of this stuff, if you buy it, it's almost worth nothing. So I don't see why the marketplace is really controversial, but I guess it is. And then here we've got weapon attachments, and I can see why they would add these to the shop just because they're so freaking rare. I haven't found a single attachment in my whole WarZ career. So this stuff, it doesn't change at all the aspects of how well your gun does. It just may be a convenience thing or something. So it's nothing that's really essential to your survival to get something like this. And then another thing with this marketplace, since I'm done going through it, is the fact that anything you buy here, thinking that you'd be able to save yourself in-game, anything you buy on here goes straight into your global inventory, which you can't access unless you're near a post office or a safe zone. So essentially, this is not at all a pay-to-win situation. This is not at all an advantage to those who are better off and can pay more money. As you can tell, I have GC because I purchased the Pioneer package of WarZ back in October. So There's the marketplace, and then finally here we've got the play game. You're going to come to this screen with your selected character. Never press quick join. I'm going to go more in depth on that in the next episode, but essentially you want to go to server browser, and once you're in here, so as you can tell, filters on the right side of the screen, you can browse all of these servers. As you can tell, they've got 100 player servers, and they also have 50 player servers. So for those of you that think it's a good idea to go into a 100 player server, you can do that. If you feel like playing with a lot less interaction with other players, go with the 50 player servers. I will definitely go more into depth with that in a later update, and then here we've got recent and favorites. But for some reason recent goes into your favorites. I don't know why. So essentially there's your menu of the WarZ. You can also see that there's a rent a server button, which for some reason people were getting like their panties in a bunch because you couldn't rent a server right away. That's coming, I think Sergey mentioned late January, early February for server rentals, maybe not even, maybe even earlier. So that feature will be added soon. So there, ladies and gentlemen, is your menu tutorial, your menu walkthrough through all of the parts of the menu. I hope this helped. Please subscribe if you want to learn how to do well in game, not just in the menus, but actually in game. I will be doing next episode on how to get a good start with a player, and I will also be doing once you are done with your beginning of the life, how to effectively sneak around, get zombie kills, get a lot of good items for yourself. So if you want to learn more about that, I will definitely be doing more of those videos, so please subscribe. If you enjoyed this, which I doubt you did because it's just a menu walkthrough, if you enjoyed it, you can like it, you can favorite it, you can give me some feedback down in the comments section below, and I will see you later.